The Microsoft Flight Simulator team have some big plans for us all in the near future. In this video, we take a look at what the team has in store for us and the sim over the next following months, so let's jump straight into the video. The Flight Sim team recently released their first development roadmap of the year. It's great to see the roadmap back again, as we haven't seen it since the end of last year. The roadmap starts with a Sim Update 15, which is in public beta for the moment, and it is scheduled for release on the 26th of March. Currently, the beta testing is about halfway through its scheduled time, and recent updates for the beta are becoming smaller and smaller, which is a good sign that the next update is becoming more stable with each and every update. Sim Update 15 is planned to include a bunch of new updates and fixes for the sim. Here's some of the highlights. The first one is air traffic improvements. We have seen some of these updates in the past sim updates. This time around, the team will be introducing and improving aircraft models and livery matching, which is something the community has been asking for some time now. The other improvements will focus on improving the fidelity of the sim's live traffic, and we're expecting to see further enhancements of air traffic in future updates. The Airbus A320neo, which will be the next content feature for the sim update. There is already an A320 in the sim as a default aircraft. This will be an all brand new A320neo. Any Builds is a well-known aircraft and senior developer is developing this one for the Microsoft team. The idea was to release this to the community for free, and originally was supposed to be released with the last sim update. However, the team did not feel it was ready and had pushed it back for release for this sim update 15. In this update, we're also going to see an improvement to the G3X Touch. Working Title has been working on developing the G3X Touch to become closer to the real thing. Upon release, the G3X Touch will be supported by some of the default aircraft such as the VL3, the X Cub and the NX Cub. As well as we've already heard from some third-party developers, they are waiting to include the G3X in some of their future releases. With many sim updates in the past, we've seen a bunch of improvements and fixes for the sim. Sim Update 15 is looking to be no different to that. That being said, some of these new changes and fixes will greatly improve the sim's quality of life and fidelity. Some of the other fixes we are seeing with Sim Update 15 is ATC bug fixes and a couple of bush trip achievement fixes, and increasing the threshold of the snow depth that causes the water surfaces to ice from 27 centimeters to 72 centimeters to limit the wrong ice versus water surfaces. Another improvement to come to the sim with Sim Update 15 is an all-new memory allocation strategy, which will be implemented with this next update, which will result in an increase in FPS and less stutters for the sim. The team discovered this during the development of the 2024 sim, that the current memory allocation of the 2024 sim was very inefficient, and that they needed to improve the strategy of the memory allocation, which needed to be designed for the new sim. The Microsoft team were able to bring some of those aspects back to the 2020 sim, and we'll see this be implemented and improved with the next update. If you are enjoying this in-depth development video, bosh that like button and consider subscribing. It's absolutely free, and this way we can let you know when our next Flight Sim development video goes live. Thank you very much for your support, and thank you for help growing the channel continuously. Some other adjustments when it comes to the sim update is the Flight Sim mechanics that will introduce tandem rotor support. This would work with such aircraft such as the Chinook 47 and other tandem aircraft. And lastly, xCloud will be receiving a touch for xCloud. Jorg, the CEO of Flight Sim, did mention there is a very large number of simmers using the sim through the cloud, and they would be able to take advantage of this new feature. Once Sim Update 15 is released and out of the way in March, we will move on to City Update 6, which is to roll out on the 17th of April. There is no confirmed announcement of what City Update 6 will be included this time around. However, the Microsoft team did mention that City Updates will be only North America and Europe areas, as this is where they have the best data for the cities. Along with City Update 6, we'll see the next local legend, which this one hasn't been announced as well. I would expect we will receive announcement for both of these local legends in City Update 6 in the next development live stream, which is scheduled for next week on the 13th of March. A big thank you to Proest Sims for sponsoring this YouTube video. Their products enhance your current flight simulator hardware by turning your flight controls into something closer to the real thing. The team makes different add-ons for flight controls such as Honeycomb, SciTech, and Velocity over a variety of different aircraft, including Boeing, BAE, Cessna Citation, VisionJet, TBM, just to mention a few. The current add-on I'm using at the moment is the Proest Sims new dual action Boeing 737 add-on for the Honeycomb Bravo, which features a detent flap and speed brakes. This really improves the immersion and realism of my flights. For Oz Flight Sim viewers, you can use this code AUSFS on checkout for a 15% discount on all Proest Sim products. I'll leave a link in the description of where you can check out their page, and a big thank you to our friends over at Proest Sims for sponsoring this video. Moving over to May, we'll see the next World Update number 17 and the next Local Legend number 16. Both of these are yet to be announced with the actual release dates, but they're going to be sometime in May. One thing you may be noticing is that the time in between updates is increasing. This could be due to the team having limited resources and that they're focusing on the 2024 sim and its development. Again, during the next development livestream, we may hear some updates about the new sim and World Update 17. Along with the latest development roadmap, we recently received an updated development wish list. We have gone through some of these in previous weekly news update videos. This time around, the majority of the updates or features are still under investigation or have been partially rolled out with future improvements in future sim updates. A lot of the other features that are mentioned in the wish list will be included with the new sim release or after the sim is out with their own 2024 sim update. I think the wish list is a great community option for simmers to vote on which features they would like to see implemented into the sim. However, it does seem to be looking a little tired and we aren't really seeing much movement here. If there is a feature you think that would be a great addition to the sim, head over to the wish list in the Microsoft Flight Simulator community forums and have your say, and perhaps it may receive some attention from the flight sim developers. When it comes to new content that has changed on the wish list, which is an introduction of a new freeware category section in the InSims marketplace. The work is now started on the freeware category, and I would be very interested to see how this turns out and see what freeware products make their way onto this category. Other than what I've just mentioned here, we haven't seen too much change when it comes to the Sims current wish list. That being said, I think this is great that the Microsoft team is still investigating future updates and future features for the current sim, considering that 2024 sim would be well in advance in its development right now. Thank you for watching this detailed development update video. If you like these type of in-depth videos, please bosh that like button and consider subscribing for more flight sim videos here soon. Thank you very much for all your support, and feel free to stick around and check out another one of our recommended videos, and I will see you over there.